Nebulizer okay, but antibiotics and stuff wrong way. And any inhalers. Use the antispasmodic to relax this child. And little 2 to 4 year old babies, so you just use a few drops, like 4 drops, 5 drops. Jennifer is much better with children than I. She works with the children. We have another lady that's very good with children. She watches this site. I don't know where her site is. I'm afraid to give her name out, but she's working well with her family. C-Stall, you've done well with your family, even though you're on a hate me syndrome right now. But, you know, you got to balance out. But you've done well with your children as much as you can. Your little girl needs to get raw, you know, but you've done very well. A lot of mothers here have done very, very, very well with their sick children. It's scary with the children because you have the AMA and the monster machine here, which will take your child away from you, and then you have what you know to be true over here. So it's a real struggle between the two. And I've just been privy to seeing so many children pass because of this monster machine thinking they know everything. And that's another problem with having degrees, is you think you know everything. But this little child, you need to go a little adrenal gland formula. I would probably use the new brain and nerve formula, just see if we can pick up that little child's nervous system. I definitely do lymphatic 1 and kidney number 1. Just a few things right there. Might do a little parasite M for a while. Obviously, at this age, you want them on fruit. Done with the milks, the formulas, because now you're going to have to clean out what these formulas did to this child, because that'd be formulas or breast milk on a mom that's not eating healthy or something, because raw food babies don't get the mucus. So you're going to have to get her on some raw foods, get the baby on some fruit juices, apple sauces, homemade apple sauces, stuff like this. Put some herbs in a little grape juice. You know, start working for a fruitarian. You're going to have some healing crisis here if he's a little congested in the lungs. So you're going to have a little fever to deal with and stuff like this. Nebulizer, okay, but what I'd probably do is a little 3-lung tea. Just a little bit of tea there, help them to expectorate and clean their lungs out. But it's the nervous system that's problematic here, Smitten. And these children, we're going to have to work out of this and get them up into a state of health, because this is all over the place here, honey. All over the place. I held in a lot of anger throughout the years. Oh, this is K-A-L-K-E. I wish I can't pronounce that. I've asked Kathy. None of us around here know how to pronounce your name. What a beautiful picture. I held in a lot of anger throughout the years, and now I have a lot of liver issues. Yeah, isn't that funny? The liver is a seat of anger, no question about that, sweetheart. So detoxify the liver and get into the place that you in love with yourself and God, not from an egotistical viewpoint, from a beauty point, from an acceptance, if you will, of who you are and the divinity of yourself, not in the finite bodies, but in the infinite of who you are, and let the anger go, because it does not matter. These are bodies that we have. We're in the drama. Anything can happen, from rape to trauma it's just innumerable bad things can happen right here, and but you'll have to find that center and realize it's your bodies that are falling victim to this. You must keep yourself free and understand your inner beauty and keep that joy, honey, and let it all go. Use the liver formula, detoxify the liver, because when you start detoxifying your liver, some of that anger could come back out. Just know it's coming out of you, and you're going to let it go. That's how you let karma go. Let it come out, let it go. You don't want it anymore. You don't need it anymore. Doesn't matter anymore. Karma's going to flip back and get these people. Like this guy gets haunted me on my degree here. I'm interested to see what's going to be coming his way. I even had panic attacks. There you go. There's your adrenals, fear, and also have kidney adrenal. Absolutely, honey. Well, fix them. You've had it. You know what's wrong. Now go after that and fix them. Strap on the robe, strap on the belt, get the robe on, and ride. And let it all go. And ride like a beautiful soul down the road on your white horse with a blue sword of light and love. I have a lot of detox out of my body to get, and my body functioning stronger. Go, sweetheart. Go. I never knew that things can come out of the belly button. Yeah, you go, absolutely can. We've had tumors, we've had pus, we've had everything. Look at that. About a week of starting the protocol you gave me, my belly button became tender. Didn't think too much about it at first, then 2 days later I took a look and it was filled with a thick white fluid. Lymph, I assume. Right on, bro. Right on. I took a pair of tweezers and pulled out this inch-long white blob. Isn't that cool? You just eliminated some good, nasty stuff. Very gross, sorry. Nope, it's gross, but that's what we are. We're a gross channel because we're right into the reality of sewage and toxicity and acids. But we do it with love and light. I'll give you that website maybe if I get it and show you. That's a gross website. But that's lymph, and it gets nasty, like whipping cream. I took a pair. Oh, yeah. Question is, the body is 70% lymph. Why doesn't it come out when you cut yourself like the blood does? You get some lymph flow when that happens. You can get a little lymph flow with blood, but they're deeper, so you won't get it unless you get some real deep issues there. The lymph vessels are definitely deeper in the body. It sounds like she's a bit out of balance. Yeah, I know. We'll go with that way. Hard situation. I'm finally conquering my first day full of juice fasting. Yeah! First day. That's pretty good. Let's see. Low. Glitter. Let's kind of call you Glitter. Is that you? But your first day of full juice fasting, that's pretty good. How'd you do? You're going to try the second day now. Go the second day. Once you pass 2-3 days, you're good. You can go right on. I am trying to cure a laundry list of health problems, including arthritis and ulcerative proctitis. Hopefully works. Yeah. It doesn't hopefully. It will. Make it work. Understand what the problem is, the solution, and ride the ride. I mean, that's all you can do, because the only other solutions out there are allopathy, homeopathy. That's the only other two really healing modalities out there, other than naturopathy. It's grapefruit season, everyone. Absolutely. Should be a nice staple for our detox protocols. I'm thinking that's true, Hunter Lister. I'm thinking that's true. I woke up with some emotional detox this morning. Yeah, I hate that kind. I ate 2 grapefruits. They fixed me right up, and I was able to move along with my day. Citrus does that for me. Yeah, me too. Correlation between kidneys, adrenals, navel area, and citrus. Cool stuff. Good man. Yeah. You guys are kicking butt. I'm proud of every one of you. I am. So great to see the face of Drew. Good humor and a handsome man. He's a good guy, man. You know, all our people have good hearts. I mean, you have to work for me. You have to have good hearts, because if you don't, forget it. Not going to work. We're a love clinic, and we're going to help you as best we can. We're going to help you. Am I frisky today? I am frisky today too. Some people get me going a little more than others, but I try to be. And, yes. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, Hunter. Appreciate it. Figuring out how to better improve kidney filtration and adrenal function. One strategy I played with was taking solely kidney herbs while eating only fruits for 3 weeks. Try that before starting with kick your butt herbal formulas. You might try that. I thought of that too, about just hitting the kidneys for a while, but I always have to add one lymph. You know, it's like, oh, well, let me just give them one lymph, because I'm going to try to pull it. I also think the lymph formulas help to pull in the kidneys too. Because think about this. These herbals are going to get in the kidneys, there's no question. They're going to go everywhere. When they get into the blood, they're going to go head to toe. So your astringents and your lymphatic herbs are also going to work in the kidneys. So that's why I always have to have one kidney. And I like lymphatic 4 for that reason, because it's a lot of astringents, plus it's the lymph herbs, so it's been known to help the kidneys better. So I'm just listening to you all, learning what we're, how we can play with these herbs and stuff, because after all, we're groundbreaking. You know, I broke a lot of ground in 40 years, and a lot of the past healers have, and you guys are going to break better ground. There's going to be more of us, and then when I leave this planet, you guys and your children are doing well. They're going to be the healers of the future. So you're all right, spot on with what you're doing and where you need to be. Keep it up. Proud of you all, very much so. Dear Robert, I am so happy, so sad to hear that you had to deal with this comment from this individual. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, I know it. I just got your book. I follow you in all your bits. Thanks so much there. This is Rosalind. Thank you, sweetheart. I'm sure many will agree with me. Oh, thanks. Listen, from the bottom of my heart, I love you all. And I appreciate you becoming part of the family on the channel. I love that. I think that if you look at that and you realize the power of what we're doing, the power of getting well, and yet the simplicity of that, in all levels, even this educational level, I think this idea of over-education has to be dispelled, because this is the big problem. I've been able to, in my education, and I tell you, I've more educated myself outside of school than any school ever could. I've read thousands of books. I've studied all my life. And I tell you, thank God I got hooked spiritually, because I would have been one of those intellectual farts that blows in the wind. You know, there's nothing, it's empty. Empty signs of knowledge that has very little truth to it. And so really, on all levels, it's all good, guys. And don't feel that you, and this is a good example for you, don't feel you have to be overeducated, because the overeducated sometimes are the most ignorant and lack the most common sense. Healers, and I like the word healers because that's truly what we are. We're health practitioners. And health practitioners know the body and how to detoxify the body. You don't have to know every little muscle, every little vein and artery. That's crazy. Unimportant. Has nothing to do with health and vitality. And you never use it. My biochemistry, I never use it. I studied chemistry in school. I've always had chemistry and biology. I made straight A's, except in chemistry in my last few years. You know, when you're in high school and you're dating, and you know, you don't do so well with, you know, the art so much. But always been a good subject of mine. I've studied it. There's one chemist here. I'll give you his name. I think he's passed now, but he really is good explaining acidosis and detoxification, everything through chemistry. Matter of fact, you had to be very, this gentleman wouldn't only accept a few people in his classes because he was elderly, and only those that knew what they were talking about. We liked each other a great deal. This guy only took a few people, mostly medical doctors or people that really wanted to understand the in-depth of variances and the whole idea of chemistry and anionic, cationic, the whole process of what chemistry creates in tissue. So his work was phenomenal, a very advanced chemist. I loved his work. I think he's passed. I've tried to contact him recently and I haven't been able to get a hold of him, but boy, his work is good. And so I tried to look that book up and see if you can find that book. It's a little look into chemistry from their point of view. And but bottom line is, you don't need any of that. If you understand the simplicity of this, then you're a simple healer, a simple God person. And that's what people need. They need simplicity in their life. They need to touch the cloak of God and consciousness, and that's what they need. They don't need the archive of the intellectual mind, which is what we're seeing in allopathy. Not good anymore. We're seeing it in government.